Shawn West with harvestingnature.com. Today I've been asked to talk to you guys a little bit about basic calls on a box call and on a mouth call. So we're going to start with a box call. Probably the most basic calls you can use on a box call are going to be yelping, clucking, cutting, and cackling. So we're going to just do a quick demo of each of those calls on a box call. So I guess before we get too far into it, when it comes to box calls, get the best one you can afford. It doesn't matter if you use a $30 box call or a $130 box call. The best one that you can fit into your price range and the best one that you can get proficient with, that's what you should buy. I'm not going to give anyone advice on what brand names to buy. I'm not brand loyal. I just, whatever sounds good is what I use. So today I'm going to use a box call that is a little bit on the more expensive side. It's the Woodhaven Real Hen. It ran me, a little over $100, but it sounds fantastic. So basically, using a box call, really simple interface. I'm going to hold it up a little high. Usually I'm calling a little lower down with my hands, but today for the camera, I'm going to get it up in front of the camera. So real simple. All a box call is a paddle. It's a lid or a paddle, and it's a trough, or the box part of the box call basically. And this trough is hollow. And when you close the lid, the friction between the underside of the paddle and the rails are what makes the call. So again, pretty simple to use. It's probably the easiest call for beginners to get the hang of and start making real turkey sounds right away. So when you're yelping, you're simply closing the box call. When you close it, as I said, it makes a yelp. But when you open it, it's silent. So you never actually have to pick the lid up, as you can see right there. When I close it, I just pull it back. So again, yelping is just simply closing the box call. Cadence is probably the most important thing to learn. The cadence of a hen is just something you really have to pick up, not by feel, but by research and by listening and being in the field. But again, it's typically evenly spaced out. If it's fast, again, it's still evenly spaced out. If it's slow, it's evenly spaced out. You'll know when you hear it what the good cadence is, whether you hear it in the field or you hear it in your hands with a call. So here's just some basic yelping. So again, I'm just going to close the lid. I'm going to do a series of 7 or 8 just plain hen yelps. So again, all I'm doing there is I'm just closing the lid and I'm trying to maintain that even, steady cadence. So that's yelping on a box call. That's the sound, that yelp, that high-low, that high-low sound is really the basis for all other calls you're going to make on a box call. So again, just yelping one more time. I'll do one more series of yelps. So again, you're just going to close the lid, and when you pull it back, you're not lifting it up. So again, I'll put it kind of out here so you can see what I'm doing. So that's yelping on a box call. The next call that I'm going to show on a box call is a cluck. So cluck is just a little short. It's almost like a very, very shortened down yelp, or the front end, if you will, like the front note of a yelp, just kind of popped out there. So when you yelp on a box call, I don't mind. I actually do lift the lid a little bit. So again, all I'm doing is I'm just kind of popping it like that. And I'll put it here so you can see the daylight between there. So again, yelping on a box call is closing the lid. For me, clucking on a box call is just that little short, almost like a check mark. I'm just basically got the lid down on the rail and I'm just popping it. Like that. So again, get used to what feels good for you. Other people don't want to lift the lid up. That's fine. What I've seen other people do, and I can recommend it as well, is if you have it just the lid open just ever so slightly, like that, and you put your thumb there, then all you have to do to cluck is just tap this. So again, I'll just show you what I've got. Lid is down against the rail. It's open maybe a half my thumb width, and I'm just tapping this back of the box call now. And how hard or soft I tap it will determine how sharp or kind of mellow that cluck is. So again, if I tap it hard, if I tap it soft, so again, that's two different ways you can cluck on a box call. Cutting on a box call is that excited, that sort of staccato, pop, 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 yelp, 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 pop, 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 pop sound, or a very sharp, loud cluck, 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 cluck that a turkey will make. So again, when I'm cutting on a box call, I do it as part of my yelp sequence, and I actually like to use a lot of feeling in this. So when I'm yelping, if I want to throw in some cuts, I'll actually do it with a sharp motion, a little harder than when I was clucking before. I'm almost slapping the box call shut. Again, some people are really worried they're going to break their box call. If you've got a quality box call, cutting like this won't break your box call. So here's me cutting on a box call. So again, as you can see, I'm actually lifting the paddle and I'm sharply, I'm not banging it, but I'm tapping it hard against the rails. So just one more time with some yelps. When you're cutting, I try not to get into too much of a rhythm. I like to keep it sort of random. I'll do 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. It's not even a pattern. That's just random sort of sequence that I'll do. My cutting's almost never the same sort of sequence to sequence. I like to mix it up. If you get in a rut or a funk, I feel like the turkeys sort of understand the predictability of that. So the last call that I'm going to talk about with a box call is cackling. So cackling is like cutting in a way. It's sharp sounds, but they're more rhythmic, is the way I like to put it. If you ever sit in the bush in the morning and you hear hen turkeys fly down around you, they don't always cackle when they fly down, but when they do cackle, the sound you hear, it is rhythmic. It's almost with the wing beats as they come down. So what I always tell my friends or whomever I'm advising on or teaching, if you will, kind of what I do when I cackle, is I'm trying to envision that the bird is making vocalizations as it flaps its wings down. So again, what I like to do when I'm cackling is I do it like I'm cutting. I'm going to actually sharply close the box call lid like that on a sharp downward motion. But again, I'm going to be a little more rhythmic with it. So when I do it, I like to kind of do yelp, 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 like that, kind of this descending scale. So it's hard for me to sort of vocalize it myself, but on a box call, it sounds a little bit like this. And I'll start off with some soft yelps. So again, that was a little more of a routine, if you will. Like I did a few sort of soft yelps, like tree yelps, and then a couple of clucks, and then that sort of down the scale cackling, that cut, 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 cut. And again, I like to sort of space them out just a little more as I get towards the end of it. So just one more time. I'll just do the cackle part now, no yelps. And I'll yelp at the end as though that hen flew out of the tree, hit the ground, and sort of did some yelping when she hit the ground. So those are my 4 basic calls on a box call. Some other ones that people will try to do that, you can purr on a box call. Some guys can even gobble well in a box call just by moving the lid back and forth. They're a little more advanced. If you're new to turkey hunting or if you're new to getting into the box call, I would recommend you probably try to master those 4 calls first: yelping, clucking, cutting, and cackling. And if you can do those and you feel comfortable with those, you can get out in the bush and hopefully kill some turkeys with them. So thanks for checking out harvestingnature.com.